So I made a huge mistake regarding the Black Widow movie. Um, I'm sorry. I was completely misleading in my last video about the movie. The main thing being the plot of the movie. I had no idea I was so off until just today, when Marvel actually revealed something about the movie that I had no idea of, and a bunch of other people had no idea of either. Some other people actually made the connection already where I didn't, but I was one of the many few idiots who didn't actually realize the big mistake until now. So I wanted to come back and make this video to kind of point out what I did wrong and kind of rectify some of the stuff that I said wrong about the movie. The main big thing that I got wrong being that I thought this movie was going to take place back in Black Widow's past. I thought they were going to go back to her roots and explain how she became Black Widow, since they were referencing it a bunch of times in Age of Ultron, when they went to the flashback thing, and showed her kind of like learning how to use a gun and all that kind of stuff. I thought they were actually going to do that for this movie. Clearly, I was wrong, because apparently Marvel just revealed that this movie is actually going to be taking place right before Avengers Infinity War. So this movie is literally going to be happening like 2 minutes before Infinity War happened. I did not know that. I actually thought this movie was gonna go back, like way back to when she was like learning to become like an assassin and all that kind of stuff, and learn how to like become Black Widow. I didn't actually know that they were gonna be just doing this in between Civil War basically and Infinity War, because that's where this timeline is actually gonna be at, like right after Civil War and right before Infinity War. So I'm sorry. I didn't know that. My bad. I was completely wrong on that front.
Sorry. Don't turn green.
Now, in my defense, the thing that threw me off was in the trailer where a moment where Taskmaster, one of my favorite villains from the comics, by the way, because he can mimic anybody's abilities, as he's done multiple times in the trailer already with Spider-Man and Black Panther. He mimicked Hawkeye's abilities at one point, and that made me believe, oh, so Clint is around at this point because they're going back, so this is probably when they met. Of course, you can argue and be like, well, yeah, of course Hawkeye exists. He's been with the Avengers for like a decade and a half, but if you remember in the Avengers movie, Natasha told Loki that when she met Hawkeye, they met in Budapest.
Just like Budapest all over again.
You and I remember Budapest very differently.
It's a long way from Budapest.
Budapest is where this movie is taking place. So I clearly thought that that's the route they were going. They were going to show what actually happened in Budapest that they keep talking about, and show how they met, and show him actually being sent to like kill her, and then making the different call that he made that she mentioned in the first Avengers movie, and that they were going to explain their entire origin story in that movie. But nope. Clearly, I was wrong. So, once again, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. But like I said, the clues were right there, man. Actually, the only one that I actually picked up on was the one in Avengers Endgame, which was right after Widow died. And it was when Tony was talking to the Avengers and he asked them if she had any family. To which the answer was, they didn't know. So I was thinking, well, yeah, obviously they wouldn't know that because that took place like way before the Avengers were even a thing. So obviously they wouldn't know that she had a family. Clearly not. Obviously it took place like 3 seconds ago and she just didn't tell him about it. So once again, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. They didn't make that clear when they said that the movie was coming out. They didn't actually say like when the movie was actually going to be taking place. So putting it in words, basically the movie's not taking place in the past, but technically it is taking place in the past because it's technically not taking place in the current time, which isn't the actual current time anymore. Because if you remember, at the beginning of Endgame, it was like 2 weeks after the end of Infinity War had happened. So that was the current time, but then after that scene, it jumped up 5 years. So Infinity War was in 2018, and then in the beginning of Endgame, they were still in 2018, but then they jumped up 5 years, which put them in 2023 instead of 2019. So that made it the new current time, which was the future, which is technically the current time. So this movie is technically happening in the past time, which is technically not the past, but is the past at the same time, because it's like the half past that was between the past and the future, which is now the current time, which is also the future.
What?
Another point in the trailer that hits into the timeline of this movie was a moment where Taskmaster mimicked one of Captain America's moves, notably from Captain America the Winter Soldier, which also shed light on a new fact that Marvel released, that Taskmaster was actually behind the events of that film, from S.H.I.E.L.D. being compromised, to Bucky going Terminator mode, to Nick Fury being shot dead.
Don't trust anyone.
Everything that happened in that movie was actually orchestrated by him because he's a member of Hydra, which makes a lot of sense because he's a member of Hydra in the comics, and it actually explains how he already knows Captain America's moves enough to be able to fight Black Widow with him. So that's really interesting. That's a really good fact to know, and that's really cool because it would have been awesome to see Cap actually take him on in live action. We've seen him go toe-to-toe with him in animation, but we've never actually seen him fight him in live action. So that would have been really cool to see because we've never actually seen Cap take on anyone who's been able to perfectly mimic his moves. Okay, maybe we have, but that's beside the point. That being said, it was also revealed that Taskmaster is going to be mimicking the abilities of 4 other Marvel heroes who are actually going to be introduced in the Marvel Universe very soon. Those 4 heroes being Wolverine, Deadpool, Moon Knight, and Ghost Rider, which I have no idea how he's going to pull off mimicking the abilities of a freaking Hellspawn demon. Give or take, it did take him 17 years to learn how to mimic Spider-Man's abilities.
You have a metal arm? That is awesome, dude!
Yeah, that's not even an exaggeration. Peter Parker was 30 years old when Taskmaster successfully figured out how to mimic his abilities. It took him 17 years to do what took a 90-year-old, what, like 5 minutes? And I don't even blame him. I mean, the guy moves way too fast. It's impossible to study him. You can't freaking study what you can't see.
Come on, Peter Tingle.
But hey, I mean, if the guy's willing to do 17 to life just to figure out how to mimic a 15-year-old jumping, then I mean, it should be icing on the cake to figure out how to successfully set his face on fire. So, fair play to the guy.
That's not possible.
But anyway, yeah, I think that's all the updates I have on the movie so far. That was pretty much all of the new stuff that came out about the movie. So I figured I'd make this quick video to let you guys know what was actually going down with the movie, with all of this, the new stuff that was revealed about it, and also the fact that the movie just got pushed back. So now it's not going to be released in May like it originally was. It's going to be released in November now, because of the whole COVID-19 thing that's been going on, that's been keeping everybody indoors. We're not actually going to be able to get out to go to the theater next month to actually see the movie. So they have to push it back a load of months. So we're going to have to wait an even longer time to go see it. But hopefully we won't have to wait too long to go see other stuff. Hopefully this whole corona thing dies down soon. Hopefully it's not too big a deal that it goes on for like the entirety of the year and we're actually able to get back out and do stuff normally again. So we don't have to wait for like delayed movies and TV shows and stuff like that. So here's hoping that all that actually goes away soon and we don't have to wait too long. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sorry that it took a little while to get up. The news came out yesterday at this point now. At the time that this video is probably going to be going up, it's going to be yesterday. But I have other videos that I've been working on that I'm going to be uploading soon. Like I got a I was going to say Bloodborne. I've got a Bloodshot video that's going to be coming up soon. I just recently watched Bloodshot, so I did a review video on that, and that's going to be going up soon. I also did a review on Sonic. Sonic the movie, so I got that coming out as well, and I'm also going to be playing a Sonic game on the channel, a very special one, that I really like, that I played a long time ago, that I'm going to be playing, because I like the movie so much. I really wanted to play that, and I also got another Spider-Man episode that's going to be coming up as well, because you guys really liked the first episode, and I'm really glad, because I really like playing the game, so I can't wait to get that one up so you guys can see it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this one, you already know what to do. Go down below, smash that like button down below, guys, and make sure that red button says subscribe. Because if you're not part of the Mega Gang, then what is the matter with you? Smash that like button down below, guys. Make sure that red button says subscribe. Stay awesome, and I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye-bye.